Hi, Bill from CJ Pony Parts. In the last couple installments of our Forgotten Fastback restoration, we undercoated and seam sealed the chassis. We also installed new disc brakes and a brand new front suspension. Now that we're not going to need our rotisserie any longer, we remove the brackets and we can finish off the bodywork by installing the front and the rear valance. For the front, we're going to go with the original valance since it's in good shape, and we like to save original metal whenever possible. For the rear, we're going to convert to the GT style valance with the trumpets and the backup lights. Getting the car off the ground will make the installation easier, but it is not required. You will need a 3/8 ratchet, long extension, 3/8 socket, 7/16 socket, half-inch socket, flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, electrical tape, and safety glasses. This is our front valance hardware kit. The larger bolts and larger U-nuts are going to go on the sides and the bottom of the valance, while the smaller ones are going to go on the top. 4 of the U-nuts have to be mounted to the valance itself. The rest of them all get mounted to the body of the car. U-nuts installed over these tabs are going to be 2 on each side. Now we're going to install the rest of the U-nuts on the body of the car. The 2 larger ones will go on the bottoms here of the radiator support. The 4 smaller ones are attached to our stone guard. Make sure you install these with the U-nut facing up since the bolt's going to come up from the bottom. Now we're ready to hang our valance. We're going to start with the 2 center ones here. Just get them tight enough to hold it in place. I'll move to the outside ones. Now we'll do the 2 outside ends. And now the 2 lowers. Now we're going to tighten everything up in the opposite direction we installed it. Installation is finished, ready to move on to the rear valance. Now we're ready to prepare our rear valance for installation. The rear valance is going to install with 11 screws across the top and then 2 studs to mount in these brackets at the bottom here. The mounting stud's installed through this bracket from the bottom. The stud is squared out, so it'll slide over into place here. If you have a welder at this point, a small tack right here make your life a lot easier to keep the stud in place. If not, it'll fall out pretty easily. In our case, we use a little bit of electrical tape just to hold it in place till we get it up in the car. If you replace the tailgate panel on your Mustang, you're not going to have the holes here for the rear valance. In that case, you're going to start with the 2 outside ends and then figure out where your holes are going to be drilled. The slotted opening on the bottom of each quarter, that's where your studs are going to go up through. I want to install 1 screw in the center to hold it in place. Now while holding it in place, I'm going to make sure the stud is fully pulled through the quarter. Then install a supplied washer and nut. On the other side, it's a little easier to put a screwdriver underneath the stud. That'll help you keep pressure on it while you line it up and push it through. Now we're going to install the other 10 screws. Again, if you replace your tailgate panel, you'll have to actually drill these holes out before you can put the screws in. While the front valance is going to be pretty much standard, the rear valance has a few different options. In our case, we wanted the GT cutouts for the trumpets, as well as the backup lights. The rear valance is available with or without the trumpet cutout, as well as with or without backup lights. Installation for both the front and rear valance should take you between an hour and a half to 2 hours total. To follow along on a restoration of our Forgotten Fastback and for more install videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.